Hello everyone, Princess here back with some more BTD6. It's been a while since I've done a video like this, but I kind of want to show off the, recent Papanaw change with, the tier 4 ability, kind of get it integrated into the base attack of the tier 5, as well as kind of show off the extra boss bloon damage that Papanaw does receive. Although that did get nerfed last update, I believe that got changed from I think it was 10 to 6 extra boss damage, but I still think that is still quite a lot of extra boss damage considering the amount of attack speed that Papanaw has. So jumping on to Moon Landing, because I feel like this is probably the best map for this kind of setup here. Unfortunately, this week has Striker Jones banned. I'm not really sure why hero restrictions really apply to the boss, but oh well, I guess NGQ kind of works in mysterious ways here. So we just get rolled right here. And I probably should have waited because NFT does increase in price every round, but oh well. I'll live with it. Now, do I think this change is good enough to make Papanaw, I guess, good for kind of bosses? For elite bosses, no, but for normal bosses, I mean, anything can work on the normal bosses. You know, normal bosses aren't really too difficult to where you're kind of heavily restricted into what you can do, unlike with elite bosses where you kind of are limited. You're kind of very limited in what towers you can actually use for bosses, just because there's so much HP to kind of burn through, especially for someone like Bloons, who has tons and tons of HP. Now, believe it or not, I actually did film a kind of super buff Papanaw video kind of a long time ago. That video never really saw the light of day. I never really finished it just because Papanaw was so bad that it couldn't even beat tier 1 just kind of on its own, even with minimal buffs like, you know, Village and Alchemist. It just simply, there wasn't enough DPS there to be able to kind of beat it. And so I kind of scrapped that video and just kind of waited and see, you know, if Papanaw will get changed in some way in the future. Thankfully, it has, with the kind of massive increase in attack speed, especially extra boss bloon damage that was given. Although I kind of feel like the extra attack speed is probably going to make a much more difference than, you know, the extra damage to boss bloons. Actually, it's extra damage to boss bloons and bads. That is kind of a weird change. That was originally in Battles 2, if you didn't know. I think they did that just so that way, you know, Mortar could be kind of useful late game for, and in Battles too, but that's kind of interesting because, you know, if you're bringing Mortar into a strategy in Battles, so you're probably not planning on going late game anyways. And even then, you know, I feel like Bloons would still do better bad damage, but who knows what NK thinks whenever they come up with, you know, how they buff and nerf towers. That's been quite a long time since I've actually kind of farmed using Geraldo NFT. I'm not even sure when the appropriate time to even sell it is. Anyways, I'm just gonna get my Mortar down here in the corner. I feel like it's probably not the best spot because I'm going to put my farms here. And I just realized now military towers are now more expensive. Good to put that down. Oh well. Lost some money, but I mean, we shouldn't be too bad. We just need to save for Papanaw for tier 1, and I feel like that'll be enough. I do have faith that Papanaw is going to be able to, let's say, beat the, is going to be able to beat the SRAM layer, which is something I'm not really worried about. So it's really just kind of the HP of Bloons itself. I think I'm going to kind of sell NFT kind of 10 rounds of 4. I think it'll have like 10k by then, which is a pretty decent amount. I think that should be enough to kind of get Opolis up, hopefully. I do kind of want to put Opolis in a spot where it's going to benefit the Bloon Trap, so maybe I'll kind of migrate my farms kind of over down here. I think that might be a kind of good spot to put them in. So let's just sell all this, and I have 17k to kind of work with. I think that's just barely enough. Go to Fort Opolis. Let me just see here. Actually, even if I got a farm down, I'm still 4k short, which is unfortunate. Even if I sold this, I would still be kind of a little ways away, which is fine. I can kind of good thing I kind of confirmed this before I fully committed to this. So I'm going to do in response, just kind of wait one more round before I kind of go for everything. If I can just get Opolis up, I can get not Big Trap, Bloon Trap just kind of a little later on. You know, put this guy maybe just kind of in the corner, maybe just kind of in a central spot, so that way can kind of get buffed the most farms as possible. Alright, that's still Mortar, but I think it's worth it. I do have lives to spare, so it's not too bad. And I can get this guy back pretty soon anyways. Alright, let me just sell these farms. How much do I have? 29k? I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, I'm pretty close to Papanaw, so I could probably buy Papanaw kind of in the middle of the rounds. And it's only like 28k HP to kind of go through anyways, so it's kind of got micro mortar here, which is going to be slightly annoying to do, seeing as Bloons is going to constantly spawn greens. I could probably maybe get a Spike Factory in the back, which I think I will do. That will put me just a little bit further behind, but I think it's fine. Looking at the DPS, with the ability active, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Although I think we do kind of want the ability active for when the ceramics spawn in. Alright, Pompano has now been acquired. And yeah, that is already looking a little bit faster. Nice, nice. Also, I forgot that it's because the rounds are going to be ending pretty fast. The Black Fire's not going to be all that great. So we don't need the ability for the ceramic cluster. And this ability, I don't really think is going to do anything, just because it doesn't really stun. The Bloons doesn't get stunned, so we don't get any extra boss damage from that. So the ability is not going to be too useful, but I think that's fine. Let's just get these cerams, and that is tier 1. Believe me, guys, this is definitely a lot better than it was, like, let's say, a couple months ago when I tried it. Like, it popping on just really could not beat this tier of Bloons. Even with buffs, it was just so bad. So the single target damage has been greatly improved. And its group balloon damage is definitely a lot better now. It only took like, what, like 8 rounds to beat, which is not bad at all. All right, I'm just going to sell this guy immediately into this, and then let's get OC. I guess it doesn't really matter where I get it. I'll get it like right here. Right now for tier 2, I actually have a lot of money here. I probably should have sold into Banana Central kind of earlier, and I think I will do that. That leaves me with like 62k left over, which should be enough to kind of afford basic stuff. So I think Call to Arms, Overclock, and simply just an Alchemist should honestly be enough, if I'm being honest. I would be surprised if this didn't end up working. I do believe in the power of Pompano. Also, I didn't even buy the upgrade. That's fine. That is fine, because I mean, we make so much money with Banana Central anyways. We just need to like maybe get like maybe 1 or 2 rounds and it should be fine. Insides will be a problem, so I guess I should get this guy right here. Not in range of village, but I think that's fine, as we do have the Pompano ability to clean up if balloons do get far. I just need to hurry up and make the money here. So let me refresh fertilizer. All right, Pompano has been acquired. Now we can start buffing the Pompano. Look at that. That is so good here. That's a lot of damage here. Definitely, again, I keep saying this, but it's so much better than it was like 6 months ago. I could probably buy Ultra Boost in kind of the middle of this, which would help out quite a bit. So I don't really want to slow down farming too much. And I think I might keep popping on just around for this, as I don't really think there's a point in selling as I could probably start Ultra Boosting kind of maybe in the middle of my farming. Maybe even I can start Ultra Boosting the farm now, seeing as we do have, since we are going to beat this, there's no question about it. Although I will say it is a tad bit slow, but we don't really have full buffs on it. I think this is one that's tech botted, so let me go for that one. I also just realized this map has no water, but that's fine because we could always use pools, as I do want to get Energizer down. Just that way, you know, every tower does has had Energizer for each test, so just to make it fair. And just like that, with the Spinal Overclock and CTA, we've beaten this one. Pretty easy, I will say so myself. Just goes to show the power of kind of recent buffs. We'll sell this, and we can just kind of start spamming BRFs down at this point. I just kind of realized the problem with this map is that the damage adders like Super Brittle and Cripple Mob aren't really going to be too good here, just due to line of sight issues. I could stack pools if I wanted to, but I'm going to be honest, I don't really want to do that. So I guess we'll just have to get like 2 Chinooks to move everything around when I need to, but I don't think we'll need to do that just yet. I do think that these two, that Ultra Boost, Homeland, and Perma Boost should hopefully be enough. If not, I could always add Temple into the middle of it if I just kind of sell what I have right now. Alright, let's just start. Alright, damage. That's not bad. It's pretty decent. Although I will say we're not going to be getting a whole lot stronger from here on out. Even though we are missing Temple, I feel like in the grand scheme of things, Temple's not going to be providing a huge kind of damage bonus. But I still have faith that Papillon is able to beat this. Even if the ability doesn't really do anything, I guess the ability could help out just kind of a little bit. Also, I must say, having the effect slider disable like Blue Storm projectiles and as well as Pompano, kind of mortars bombing down the screen everywhere, it's quite nice. A really nice quality of life improvement. And it kind of helps me because, you know, the bitrate doesn't get like absolutely nuked every time Glue Storm is used. Also, speaking of Glue Storm, let me just get this, that way we kind of reduce ability cooldowns. I don't really know if it's gonna make too much of a difference because the ability cooldown on Gluestorm is already kind of short, but I guess any little bit counts. When I kind of think about damages, I could put Carrier Flagship maybe just here, but I'm kind of worried that it'll do too much damage. So I think I will maybe get Carrier Flagship come like, you know, tier 5. I don't think we'll need Cripple Mob for tier 4, as we still have a whole temple to build. Alright, and the last 10,000, and that's the game. It took around 5 rounds to beat. Quite nice, quite nice. And I think during this downtime, I think I will just kind of sell all this stuff for a temple, just because we can have the money at this point, and there's nothing else I can really get. Actually, is the Chinook bug still in the game? I could probably abuse. Actually, that's the wrong path. I could probably use that to I could probably use that to my advantage. I can't remember exactly how to do it, but using it, you can put towers on the track when you weren't supposed to. I don't remember if Ninja Q kind of patched this out or not, but I guess we can find out here. I think it's how it works is you kind of I think you Chinook something, and then in the middle of it you like sell it or something. All right, so here is tier 5. Well, let's see how is the kind of damage looking. Also, let me get this guy to kind of be erased, see if we can get him off just a little bit earlier. And that's looking quite good, actually. I do believe we have all abilities active, so this is kind of our max DPS that we're going to be doing. Based off tier 4, it seems like we're going to be doing like around 750,000 damage, I guess, every crater, which I think would just barely be enough. So we'd probably pump Lunaries like kind of around here-ish, if I had to kind of guess. So if I use this, yeah, it doesn't do anything. But I mean, I guess the popping out ability would be doing some damage. Just wouldn't really doing a whole lot, since bosses don't get stunned in any way. I do kind of wonder if the Mortar Paragon would ever come out, if it would be able to kind of stun bads. As I mean, I feel like it maybe should. As I mean, Belt Paragon already like one-shots hook in bad, so I kind of see no reason why Mortar Paragon shouldn't be able to at least stun them. Maybe with either like an ability, or let's say, I don't know, maybe just its main attack, like every like 5th attack it would stun Bad Bloon. I think that would be kind of interesting. I feel like this wouldn't really be too broken, because I feel like Mortar Paragon would also be kind of expensive, as the military Paragons we've got so far have been pretty pricey. Anyways, we got one skull per crater. I think can work, although it's definitely going to be, I was going to use this ability whenever it's on cooldown, so I'll use that here, because why not? I forgot to kind of get Chinook, so I can move the ice. I mean, we're going to be getting damage on the ice very late anyway, so it may not even matter too much. Cannot put it here, thank you. Now, so let me just micro this for the bad here. Let's pop that one down. Perfect. Also, I think it's good to Moab isn't really attacking the Bloonarius yet, because you just can't see it, which is pretty surprising. I feel like, you know, with Carrier Flagship, it should be able to kind of see, at least have like full map range somewhat. It's kind of unfortunate that doesn't. Let's move the ice somewhere like here. I guess that's fine. Can't really see because Bloonarius is in the way. Okay, yes, here's fine. Would be nice if Sir Riddle could see over walls, but alas, it does not. And we have like 1 million left, and we're just kind of in the last crater. I think we may just barely be able to do this. As long as we hit the skull before Bloonarius actually like exits this crater, we should be fine. We should hopefully be fine, as we do need some time to pop the bad layer. Alright, here is the bad. Hopefully we don't die to this. Let me slow it down just a little bit. Let me micro this, so that way we're kind of sitting on top of the bad. Oh boy, hopefully we don't die DTs. Come on, pop already. That is very late. Are we really not going to pop the bad? Wow. Although we would think we were about to pop the Bloonarius. So let me just retry from last round. Also, I just realized retrying last round did reset the skin that was missing. So let me just cheat a little bit and do some of that. Hopefully adding in Elim will help. Okay, it did. We didn't die DTs, but are we going to beat ZMGs? Come on, there we go. Alright, let me solo now. Alright, we have like 600k left, and we pumped all the skulls, so let's see if we can actually just burst down like the last 500,000 left. Clearance is pretty slow, so I think we might do this. We just need to beat it before 10 rounds is up is another thing. Just gonna realize that, you know, time is definitely on our side here. Come on. 300,000. 200,000. Ooh, this is close. 100,000. I can't move this any further. It's just going to do it. Come on. We're so close. 400,000, 300,000, 200,000. And that's like, Lunaris is basically at the exit there. Wow. That's definitely the closest we've had for kind of a super buff boss skill. That's insane. I don't think we're getting any closer than that. I think this would probably have been a lot easier if I chose a, I guess a bit of a longer map. The reason why I chose Moon Landing is because, as you couldn't tell, you know, I think mortars, this is a good map for mortars, so I figured, you know, why not? But that was kind of fun to kind of do. Popping out with a little over 11.5 million. Carrot flagship didn't really do too much. Sun Temple down here, pretty bad, only at like 2 million. Somehow the bow actually did more damage than the Transport Temple. It shows you just how weak Temple is, but yeah, that was that. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, join Discord, link is down below. Also, this will be the last video of 2023, so Happy New Year, everyone.